episode 140 to 141.
Thomas's expression was serious as he addressed Damon, his tone indicating his willingness to accompany him if necessary.
Sir, do I need to go with you?
No need. After you go back, can you tell the family assistant to go to a certain place?
Thomas understood Damon's request, though he didn't see the urgency in it. However, Damon's determined demeanor left him with no room for further questioning.
Understood. But, sir, may I ask, what have you been up to in my absence?
Thomas's question hung in the air, his curiosity piqued by Damon's mysterious activities during his time away.
You go back first.
Damon's response was cryptic, leaving Thomas to ponder the implications of his words.
Then I'll go back first.
Thomas nodded in agreement before turning to Naomi, signaling their departure.
Miss Sullivan, shall we?
Yes, let's go.
Naomi's mind raced with questions as they resumed their journey on the highway, her curiosity getting the better of her.
Sir, can you tell me more about Damon?
Thomas's expression remained composed as he addressed Naomi's inquiry with practiced diplomacy.
If Mr. Hemsworth hasn't informed you, I'm afraid I can't disclose any further information.
Naomi accepted Thomas's response, though her curiosity remained unabated.
Very well, but may I ask about the conflict between Damon and Theodore?
Naomi's astute observation didn't escape Thomas's notice, prompting him to offer a plausible explanation.
It seems to be a family matter, Miss Sullivan.
Naomi's confusion was evident as she struggled to make sense of the situation.
But why would there be a family feud in this day and age?
It's not uncommon in certain circles, Miss Sullivan.
Naomi's interest waned as she shifted the conversation to a more personal topic.
You remember my engagement to Damon, right?
Thomas's response was straightforward, though it left Naomi reeling with shock and disbelief.
Your grandfather arranged it.
Naomi's world seemed to crumble around her as she absorbed the weight of Thomas's revelation.
Grandpa, how could you?
With a heavy heart, Naomi resolved to confront her grandfather about his decision, her mind racing with unanswered questions and a sense of betrayal.
First,
Naomi's grandfather's abrupt end to the call left Naomi speechless, a sense of abandonment settling over her like a heavy shroud. In the Aldo family's territory, located in the southern reaches of Andover Province, Panther's return sent ripples of anticipation through their compound.
Panther is back.
The servant's hurried report echoed through the halls, reaching the ears of Samantha, matriarch of the Aldo family.
tell him to go to the conference hall.
Samantha's confidence in Panther's abilities was unwavering as she made her way to the designated meeting place.
I really don't have to worry when Panther's taking care of things.
However, upon entering the conference hall, Samantha was met with a sight that left her stunned.
What's going on?
Her authoritative tone demanded answers, but the room remained silent, save for the sound of Panther's subdued presence.
Who are you guys?
Damon's question pierced the tension, his demeanor commanding attention in Samantha's presence.
You don't know me?
Samantha's disbelief was palpable, her cold demeanor betraying her confusion at Damon's audacity.
Let him go. Why should I know you?
Damon's response was swift, his command to Justin signaling the beginning of a chilling display of power.
Do it now.
Justin's compliance was immediate, his actions crushing Panther beneath his foot with a sickening crunch.
This is not the Panther I knew.
Samantha's shock was evident as she witnessed the once ruthless Panther reduced to a broken shell of his former self, her perception of him forever altered by the harrowing scene before her. Samantha's gaze flickered between Damon and Justin, her expression a mix of defiance and uncertainty as she grappled with Damon's audacious demands.
Oh, it's you. You are very arrogant indeed. Do you think Panther's failure gives you the right to barge into my place and cause trouble?
Samantha's voice rang out with a mixture of anger and disbelief as she confronted Damon, her words laden with accusation.
The person who should be afraid is you. Your assets could add up to $45 billion. Yet your son's profile on Serafino says he's from a one-parent family.
Damon's calm demeanor belied the gravity of his words, his revelations striking at the heart of Samantha's carefully constructed facade.
How could you possibly know that?
Samantha's voice trembled with uncertainty as Damon's words unraveled her secrets, leaving her exposed and vulnerable.
Don't worry. I've already notified the assistant of the Serafino family. He'll be here soon.
Damon's confidence sent a shiver down Samantha's spine, his ability to gather information leaving her reeling in disbelief.
What do you want?
Samantha's question hung in the air like a weight, the tension between her and Damon palpable as they stood on opposite sides of a dangerous precipice.
I just want some money. All of Theodore's money.
Damon's demand echoed through the room, his words carrying the weight of an ultimatum as Samantha grappled with the enormity of his request.
You're kidding, right? Give you all of Theodore's money would mean he loses his inheritance.
Samantha's protest fell on deaf ears as Damon remained resolute, his indifference to her plight a stark reminder of the power he held over her.
If you want to keep Theodore alive, you'll need to ensure Tiffany wakes up. If she doesn't, Theodore will have to kneel at the hospital entrance until she does.
Damon's ultimatum hung in the air like a dark cloud, casting a shadow of dread over Samantha's resolve as she struggled to comprehend the magnitude of his threats.
You've gone too far, Damon.
Samantha's voice trembled with anger as she lashed out at Damon, her defiance masking a deeper sense of fear and uncertainty.
Someone is coming.
Justin's warning shattered the tense standoff, his words a grim reminder of the impending danger lurking just beyond the walls of Samantha's manor.
Looks like you refuse to be convinced until you face the grim reality.
Damon, no one can cause trouble in Aldo's territory. You don't know who is behind Aldo's family. The Serafino family will also be afraid when they knew it.
Samantha's voice dripped with defiance as she attempted to assert her authority, her words a futile attempt to intimidate Damon.
No one can cause trouble? Then I'll be the first one.
Damon's response was laced with determination, his resolve unyielding as he prepared to defy Samantha's warnings and confront the forces lurking in Aldo's territory.
Justin, do it.
Damon's command echoed through the room, his words a harbinger of impending chaos as Justin prepared to unleash his wrath upon Samantha's domain. The tension in the air was palpable, a storm brewing on the horizon as the stage was set for a clash of titans. Samantha's defiance echoed through the room as she challenged Damon and Justin, her voice ringing with authority and determination.
How dare you? Do you know who I am? Damon, if you dare to attack the Serafino family, then you're digging your own grave. Even your lackey here can only wait for death.
Samantha's bold declaration reverberated in the tense silence, her confidence unwavering in the face of Damon's threats.
Don't move. I really don't want to hurt a woman.
Justin's warning was firm yet laced with an underlying sense of reluctance, his formidable presence sending a chill down Samantha's spine.
How much money did he give you?
Samantha's question cut through the air like a blade, her gaze piercing as she sought to unravel Justin's motives.
Money? Do you think I need this kind of thing?
Justin's dismissive response held a hint of amusement, his confidence unshaken by Samantha's attempt to buy him off.
Everyone needs it. You offer a price, I'll give you 10 times the price.
Samantha's offer hung in the air like a tempting lure, her attempt to sway Justin's allegiance a desperate gambit in the face of overwhelming odds.
You've underestimated me.
Justin's chilling retort sent a shiver down Samantha's spine, his cold smile betraying the deadly resolve lurking beneath his calm exterior. Just as Samantha and Justin stood at an impasse, a sudden commotion outside shattered the tense standoff, signaling the arrival of unexpected reinforcements. Samantha's eyes gleamed with triumph as she witnessed the arrival of her reinforcements, a sense of relief washing over her as she saw her adversary's shock.
Mr. Hemsworth, do you still think that you can escape from here today?
I underestimated you, Samantha, but I won't back down.
Damon's voice wavered slightly, betraying the fear that gnawed at him as Samantha's words sank in.
You're in no position to make demands. Your time is running out.
Samantha's tone was cold and commanding, her confidence unshaken by Damon's defiance.
What do you want from me?
Damon's desperation was palpable as he searched for a way out of the dire situation.
I want you to kneel and beg for mercy. It's your only chance.
Samantha's ultimatum hung in the air like a heavy weight, pressing down on Damon as he grappled with the gravity of his predicament.
I won't kneel to you, Samantha. I'll find a way out of this.
Damon's resolve was fierce, but beneath his bravado, fear lurked like a shadow, threatening to consume him. As Samantha began to count down the seconds with chilling precision, Damon's mind raced with desperate calculations, his options dwindling with each passing moment.
There has to be a way out of this.
Damon's voice was barely above a whisper, his heart pounding in his chest as he searched for a glimmer of hope in the darkness closing in around him. With time running out and Samantha's ultimatum looming, Damon faced an impossible choice, his fate hanging in the balance as the final moments ticked away.
Madam, something urgent. Mr. Hertz is calling.
The butler's voice carried a sense of urgency as he rushed into the room, his expression tense as he handed Samantha the phone.
What do you want?
Samantha's tone was sharp as she answered the call, her distrust evident in her demeanor.
Theodore is not my son?
Santino's inquiry pierced through the air, his voice tinged with disbelief as he sought clarification.
You're quite capable, aren't you?
Samantha's words dripped with venom as she glanced at Damon, her suspicions confirmed by Santino's call. The tension in the room escalated as Samantha and Damon locked eyes, their silent exchange laden with unspoken threats and accusations.
You've mistaken one thing. The Aldo family doesn't rely on Santino. He's just a pawn.
Samantha's declaration was a thinly veiled warning, her words a challenge to Damon's perceived authority.
Is this your trump card?
Samantha's voice was laced with disdain as she questioned Damon's motives, her confidence unwavering despite the mounting pressure.
My trump card has always been myself.
Damon's response was cryptic, his unwavering confidence unsettling as Samantha braced herself for the impending showdown. Samantha's laughter echoed through the room, a hollow sound filled with bitterness and defiance as she faced Damon's relentless onslaught.
Don't you want to call for backup?
Damon's question cut through the tension, his words a chilling reminder of the impending danger lurking just beyond the walls of Samantha's villa.
Backup for what?
Samantha's voice was steady, her defiance unwavering as she faced Damon's taunts head-on, her resolve unshaken by the looming threat. As Samantha's phone rang, the weight of Mr. Josh's ultimatum hung heavy in the air, his words a stark reminder of the perilous situation they found themselves in.
Let him go.
Mr. Josh's demand was clear and unequivocal, his voice brooking no argument as he asserted his authority over Samantha's fate.
You dare come after me, even with my men armed and ready?
Samantha's defiance was palpable, her voice tinged with disbelief as she confronted Mr. Josh's audacious move.
I don't care if you're not threatened by me, but you can't afford to offend Damon. You can't afford to offend Damon.
Mr. Josh's warning cut through the tension like a knife, his voice dripping with authority as Samantha's world began to unravel. Samantha's silence spoke volumes, her mind racing as she grappled with the weight of Mr. Josh's words.
I'll say it again. Let him go.
Samantha's silence spoke volumes, her mind racing as she grappled with the weight of Mr. Josh's words.
Are we still attacking?
Madam,
The butler's voice trembled with uncertainty as Samantha hesitated, her sense of control slipping away with each passing moment. With her options dwindling and Mr. Josh's ultimatum hanging in the air, Samantha found herself teetering on the edge of a precipice, her fate hanging in the balance as she struggled to find a way out of the deadly trap closing in around her.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great content. Click the notification bell so you never miss an update.